Hey up everyone, hope that you're all doing alright. Welcome back to my channel and welcome if it's your first time here. Hope that you've all had a good weekend and everything. It's absolutely freezing in UK, so my weekend involved just being indoors, wrapped up in a blanket, wearing my dressing gown 24/7, and it's been great actually. I like this sort of weather because it means you can just stay indoors and not have to like make excuses of why you never leave your house. But yeah, today's voiceover is going to be a little bit on the shorter side just because my neighbours are having work done on their house. I think they might be having the whole thing demolished and rebuilt with sound of it. But yeah, they've just had a lot of, like, I don't know, renovating noises going on, and it's made it impossible to record a voiceover because there's either a drill going or like banging or whatever else. I'm not like annoyed about it if it comes across that way. I mean, it is what it is. People get their houses done. It's not a big deal, but yeah, it just means that I can't record a full voiceover. It's currently about 6 o'clock, so I could probably record it, but it would mean that the video is probably not going to be up till much later, and I've already been trying to like sort this video out all day, so easiest fix is to just have a short voiceover, so I hope that that's alright. But today's build is going to be a Tudor style house for an occult family. So this is my first build request that I got. I've mentioned it before, but in case you missed it, I am now doing build requests. So if you want to request your own build, then you're more than welcome to in the oh my god, in the description. Do you know, I've been waiting all day to do a voiceover. You think I'd have it like bang on what I want to say, but no. But yeah, in the description I'll link to the form where you can fill it in and submit a build request if you want to. So this one is by Anonymous, so thank you Anonymous for submitting this request. This one was very like, I can't explain it, very much like a free-for-all. They gave me a prompt and were like, see what you can do sort of thing. So for all the little check boxes where it's like what exterior style, interior, location, all that, it were all like surprise. On the build request like form, when you fill it out, you can select what build style you want, how many bedrooms, or what packs, what kits, lot size, all that sort of stuff. And they basically clicked any and all for everything. And at the bottom they left a prompt and basically said that they want a house for 2 vampire sims and meant to be eternal partners, but with a very domestic and homely spin to it, with some gothic vampire elements and potentially an adopted werewolf child. So that's what we've done. I really liked the idea of having vampires but with like that homely sort of vibe to it. I feel like off the top of my head, whenever I think vampires, I think dark, gothic, little bit like Victorian sort of style, but very much like dark sort of vibes to it, you know what I mean? Dark woods, blacks even. But I liked this sort of spin to that. I like that idea. So yeah, I really enjoyed this one. I really enjoyed putting it together. I did end up using some build inspiration from Pinterest that I found. I wanted to build a house like this for a while, but I didn't really know like what the style of house was called. I was searching like storybook for ages, but I guess it's like Tudor style. But for some reason Tudor style, I was like picturing a medieval type house, but yeah, it's definitely Tudor style. And yeah, I was able to, like, according to the build request form, use any packs, any bedrooms, all that sort of thing, and just stick to the prompt. But I did limit the packs that I used just to make it more accessible for people. So I used vampires, werewolves, get together, Discover University, and then I used the everyday clutter kit. But I didn't use loads of stuff from that kit, so if you don't have that kit, don't worry about it. You're not really going to be missing out much. It's literally like just clutter, but you probably would need the other packs. Maybe apart from werewolves, there's not a lot of werewolves items in it. It is mostly what you might call it, get together, Discover University, and yeah, I think that's like the main focus of the build. But yeah, anyway, so I didn't actually do an adopted werewolf child. I did, but I didn't. They're actually a teenager, just because I forgot that it was meant to be a child. So they are a werewolf. They have been adopted by the parents, who are both vampires. They've both got the soulmate aspiration achieved, so they're both like soulmates with each other. I didn't really know what the eternal partners thing was. I thought, is that an in-game thing? So if it is and I've missed it, then sorry, but they are very much soulmates. They're best friends, they're married, and then they adopted a child who they adopted as a toddler, and I was just gonna get the skills up on the toddler and maybe get some like memories going and stuff. But I just, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, couldn't be bothered to do all that. It's a lot of setup. I could have used MC Command Center probably, but I don't know like where the options are to do all of that stuff. So I just adopted a toddler and then aged her up to be a teenager. And yeah, it was a really cute family. I had a bit of a play around with them before like recording the voiceover and everything, just to play test the house and get some screenshots and just to kind of see if the house functions and everything as it should do. And it is fully functional. There's a few parts where it looks a bit tightly spaced. You'll see in the upstairs bedrooms, I had the vampires' bedrooms be upstairs. Their coffins look like they barely fit, but they are functional. And because the roof's kind of like enclosed the upstairs part, the vampires' bedrooms don't have any windows, which I didn't like at first, and I was trying to figure out, could I change it to make sure that they've got windows? But I thought actually it makes sense, because vampires, sunlight, they wouldn't want to sleep in a room that's got windows, would they? So my accident ended up working out in my favour. But yeah, I'm really happy with how the build turned out, and I'm really like, I don't know, I like the whole build request thing and I'd like to do more of it. I think this one was a bit on the easier side, because it was very much like, do what you want, but this is what type of family I want to live there. And they gave me a few prompts for like the aesthetic and, you know, all that sort of side of it, like what sort of style house, which even then not really, it was just homely feel to the house. And yeah, I really enjoyed doing it, and I'm excited to do some more. So yeah, I think I'll leave you to watch the rest of the speed build, put a bit of music on for you. I might jump in at the end just to say a couple things, little reminders or whatever. But yeah, for now I'm going to leave you to watch the speed build. So yeah, hope you enjoy it. Hey up again, it's me. I'm just popping in at the end of the video to sort of say goodbye properly and just to leave you with a couple of reminders, bit of news, all that sort of thing. And also feel free to let me know in the comments if you don't want to do like a full form, or you just for some reason don't want to do that. You're always still welcome to like leave suggestions in the comments as well. That's not going to go away. The form's more for like a specific request, you know what I mean? If you were to say in a comment, oh, could you build a house for a teenager that's modern? You know what I mean? You don't have to fill out a full form for that. You could literally just say that in a comment and I'll still add that to my request list. But the forms, it's just mainly a way to be more specific and for me to keep track of it all as well. So I will put the link to the forms in the description. So if you do want to get a build request in and all of that, you're more than welcome to. You can add your name, or in this case, like this person's done, they've just kept it anonymous, which is absolutely fine. And if you do want to link, like say you've got a channel or whatever, you're always welcome to leave that in as well. I don't mind either way, or on Instagram or whatever. And yeah, I know I haven't really talked about the build with the voiceover being a bit short, but like I said, it is fully play tested, it's fully functional. It does look a little bit cramped upstairs, but the Sims are able to access all the rooms and all of the things and everything. I will say they don't have a room for the werewolf to rampage, so they've got their adopted daughter who is a teenager, like I said. She is a werewolf, so when she transforms and goes on like a bit of a rampage sort of thing, she will try and trash the house. What I did was when she was close to transforming, I made her go in the bathroom and shut the door, like locked the door, and then that was fine. But yeah, just keep that in mind if you do want to play in this house with with a werewolf and they go like on a rampage. It's not super safe, so just keep that in mind. Also, the family that I made this house for, I'll put them up on the gallery as well. I made two parents, obviously. I did the werewolf. No, oh my god, I mix them up so much. I did the two parents who are vampires. I made their like vampire form and everything. It's quite minimalistic. I prefer vampires to look a little bit different, but not too different from the original Sim. And then I did the werewolf teenager as well. It's a very basic werewolf though. Like I think I just used the presets that are already there. I also wanted to say as well, over the next couple of weeks in December, I'm probably only going to be able to upload one video a week. I will try and upload a couple shorts just to give you something, or maybe try and upload a video that's not got a voiceover. I'm just really short on time at the minute. It's a really busy like period. My kids will be off school pretty soon, and that makes it even more difficult to put videos together. So if you notice less content, then that's why. But I will try my best to keep content coming, even if it's only shorts or a video that's not got a voiceover. So yeah, I hope that's all right. But anyway, I'm gonna go. I hope that you enjoy watching this video. I hope that you have a good rest of your week and a good weekend, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye.